Hi, today I'm using the Be Mermazing stamp set from Not Too Shabby to create this card, which features a stenciled background stenciled with shimmery goodness. Let's get started. Here's a closer look at the stamp set and the stamps that are in it. It's got several underwater creatures, fish. It has seashells and sea coral and sentiments that say, "You are mermazing, let's celebrate, be magical in a sea of fish, be mermazing," and mermaid kisses and starfish wishes. So originally I had created a card for a hop that was last weekend, and I'm showing you a little bit of the process that I used to create that card. But my focus here is to show you that I am going to color the mermaid using alcohol markers. And these images are really easy to color. If you follow the line of the artist, you can know where to shade. So for example, I'm coloring the mermaid's hair, and I'm coloring around the edges with the darkest color. And I've got a mid-tone and I have a light color. And I'm just making sure that I use, and I also have this brown marker. I'm just using that over top of the already existing lines that were created with this image. Next, I'm going to grab a couple of my E's, including E35 and E13 and E11 to color the mermaid's face. And I'm using a pink for her lips and for her bikini top. Focusing on the tail of the mermaid, I'm going to start with a bright pink. And then I'll add some aqua colors, such as BG01, BG15, and BG02. Just some aqua and blue after I add the pink. Now for the card that I created, I actually had colored in several of these mermaids. And I used one that has mostly blues and greens. It doesn't have any of the pink in the tail. But I'm just coloring this just to show you how I did it and how I used the lines that are provided by the artist that created this stamp to highlight the tail. And I have sparkle pens. They're by Pentel. They're called Sparkle Pop Gel Pens. And I actually used that pen on my final card, which has a mermaid with a greenish blue colored tail. And having that as an accent really made the mermaid's tail pop, which you'll see at the end when I do a close-up of my cards. Now I'm putting together the pieces that I colored, and I just have a frame that is from my stash that's a rectangle that's jagged edged or torn edge, and I just used that to frame my mermaid that's under the water with the mermaid tails, and it just turned out to be a really cute card. Again, I created this for the mermaid hop. I just didn't have my video up, and so I just put my mermaid hop card on Instagram. But now you're seeing the card that I created and some of the process of how I created it. Now I'm just adding some little gems to the card just to give it a little bit of bling. And this card is finished. My second card features this beautiful panel that I created with a stencil from a Colorful Life Designs. This stencil is called Circular Motion. I'm trimming it down to be 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to be adhering it to a frame that I have. Here, this frame is from Hero Arts. And what I like about it, it's sort of waves in motion. and it goes very well, I think, with the background. The background is ink blended with Distress Oxide inks. I used Salvage Patina, Wild Honey, Spiced Marmalade, and Kitsch Flamingo to create a rainbow effect in the background. While I am using foam tape to adhere this frame to my ink blended background, I do want to tell you that Not Too Shabby is a web-based store that features a variety of stamps, including Not Too Shabby's own line of stamps. For example, the stamps that I'm using today are in the Not Too Shabby shop, and they are created by Not Too Shabby. But there's also a lot of other great stamps from a lot of other great stamp manufacturers. As a member of the design team, I would ask that you would use my link below if you would like to place an order with Not Too Shabby, and my link below has a coupon code for 10% off your order. So I would encourage you to take advantage of that. This stamp is available in the Not Too Shabby shop, and there's also a accompanying stamp that was released with the Mermaid Be Mermazing stamp. I created a card with that stamp set earlier this month, and I can have that video linked at the end of this video. It'll pop up as a suggested video for you to watch. That companion stamp set is called Hugs and Fishes. Now I'm going to place the mermaid on the ink blended panel. I have foam tape to pop the mermaid up, as well as the sentiment, which says Mermaid Kisses and Starfish Wishes, which I heat embossed with a gold sparkly embossing powder. And I'm going to use my Nuvo sparkle pen to make her tail sparkly as well as her body. And I didn't plan it this way, but her tail actually matches the same color of the cardstock, and I colored her tail using my alcohol markers, but it couldn't have matched any better to this cardstock, which is this pretty aqua color. The only thing I added to this card was 3 little green gems. I'm going to show you some still shots of the cards that I created. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel. Please give this video a thumbs up, and please leave a comment below. I read all of your comments and greatly appreciate it when you do comment on my channel. Thanks so much for watching. Have a hopeful day. Bye-bye.